The Kia EV9 has been plagued with alignment issues since its launch in the US back in 2024. Hi, my name is Alex and I own a 2024 Kia EV9. It didn't take long after we got the car to realize that something was wrong with the alignment. The car drove straight, but over large bumps on the highway, the back end would kind of shimmy or feel like you're losing control, almost like you're on ice. And that became a problem in the winter because when you were actually on snow and ice, you never knew if the car was sliding or if it was just the alignment issue. A lot of people online call this porpoising, and it's apparently a problem on Rivians too, but I doubt it's as bad as it is on the Kia. After a couple months of driving it, there were a few other telltale signs, like the tread wear on the car was extremely bad in the rear. The front was dead center, the tires were wearing great, but the rear camber was extremely aggressive. It had about negative 1.8 degrees of rear camber. That's kind of like the inward tilt of the tires, like this. And that's just a little too much for, a daily commuter or a family car like the EV9. So I took the Kia to a friend at a Nissan dealership and got its first alignment. We didn't have to touch the front end. It was perfect, just as I suspected. He fixed the rear and got it to apparently what I thought was negative 1 degree of camber and 0.1 degrees of toe. And the toe is more important than the camber, for the porpoising issue at least. So we drove the car. It was a little better. It wasn't gone, but I noticed the tires were still wearing really poorly. So about 5 or 6 months later, I brought it back and we got it on the alignment rack and all the numbers were completely different again. I'll put the alignment specs up on the screen right now. What you're going to want to focus on is the front toe, and rear camber. The front camber and caster are non-adjustable and they should be relatively within spec unless your car was in a major accident. But it's important that the rear toe and camber are dialed in exactly to spec to minimize this porpoising effect as much as possible. Otherwise, you're just going to be darting all over the road. Or if there's too much toe, the tires are just going to burn out in short order. So we aligned it again, nothing really changed. I took it to another shop. They aligned it again. All the numbers were wrong again. And when I drove it, I really couldn't shake this issue despite getting 3 alignments so far. So I finally found someone who did a very detailed alignment and would center the heads on the wheels perfectly on a brand new Hunter alignment machine. And the result was that the porpoising was finally reduced. I don't think there's any way to eliminate it on this car. You might be able to if you take the toe down to 0 degrees, but that's gonna make it handle a little bit weird and it's not usually recommended. So with the 5th alignment finally dialed in, I've got the car where I want it right now and I can put on my snow tires and not worry about wearing them prematurely. And we also can drive it in the snow now and it doesn't feel like it's losing grip when it's not. So if you're experiencing accelerated tire wear or really unstable handling in the rear of your EV9, I would recommend going to a really good alignment shop, and they can be hard to find, but the dealership usually isn't the best place to go. Just because they're the dealer doesn't mean that they're going to take their time on the alignment. The technicians are always rushed, and they're not going to take the time to center the steering wheel or ensure that the heads are centered correctly on the wheel for a perfect toe and camber measurement. That's really key on this car because it's very sensitive to a little too much toe, and when you compress the back end over a bump, the tires will bump steer due to that extra toe, and you want to minimize that. So that's my story, and I'm curious if you've had the same issue with yours. There's been a multitude of threads on the Kia EV9 forums and the Kia EV9 subreddit about tire wear, handling issues, and it seemed like it was mainly on the 2024 models, but it's definitely still an issue on some 25 and 26s. But the 24s really had poor alignments from the factory, and it seemed like it was mostly all of them. So drop a comment below if you want to share your experience. And I'm hoping the forecast includes a little bit of snow in the not too distant future so I can get some winter driving impressions for you all. Thanks for watching.
That's going to do it for this video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. Check out my store at ioniqguy.com for accessories for your Hyundai Kia Genesis EV. Consider becoming a channel member for as little as 99 cents per month. For $3 per month, you can gain early access to all of my videos, as well as a 5% discount to my store. Check out Alex's channel with the link in the description below. And as always, I will see you guys in the next one. Take care, everybody.